My name is Aaron Krako, and this is my lecture presentation project for UHD's Winter Marketing Class 3301. It is my privilege today to discuss the concept of positioning, which is a significant element in a marketing strategy used to generate an impression of a product in the minds of consumers.
Positioning is the customer's beliefs concerning the qualities of a product. A profitable positioning technique is usually, but not always, rooted in a company's sustainable competitive advantage. It is vital to point out that positioning is not what the provider thinks of the product, but what the customer believes about the product. Indeed, positioning revolves around changing customers' perceptions, thoughts, and beliefs about a product. The positioning process details 8 steps, which, when completed, describe the proper position a product should assume. An examination of the competition begins the process. A firm must evaluate the competition by finding out who the competition is and what products they have. Second, the product space must be defined. This broadly details the characteristics that define the category the product and its competition fit in. Third, information should be gathered concerning customer attitudes toward products similar to the product in question. Fourth, how much share of mind each product owns should be ascertained. For example, Kleenex owns a huge amount of customer mind share in the tissue market, as people commonly refer to tissues as Kleenex. Fifth, the position of all products in the product space must be discovered and outlined. A firm may want to avoid trying to position their product in the exact space a competitor occupies. Sixth, the best collection of characteristics a product could have should be determined. This is called the ideal vector. Seventh, the position of the product in question, the competition, and the ideal vector must be mapped. Lastly, using this final collection of extensive data, a firm is well prepared to select the best position of the product in question.
When positioning a product, there are typically 3 methods to consider. In functional positioning, a firm attempts to convince consumers that the product solves their problems or it provides some useful benefit. For example, a car or bus pass solves the consumer's transportation problems, while the use of a broom bestows the benefit of clean floors.
Al Ries and Jack Trout define symbolic positioning as something which enhances one's self-image or gives social meaningfulness. A Jaguar does this, for example. They also describe experiential positioning as anything which principally confers sensory or cognitive stimulation to the consumer. Bass Pro Shop's Outdoor World locations are an example of experiential positioning. A product may be positioned using not only the 3 methods of positioning, but also the 6 types of positioning. Unique characteristics may be developed to position a product. Motor oil, which freezes at a particularly low temperature, may be a useful positioning characteristic. Similarly, the function or use of a product may set it apart in the minds of the consumer. John Jackson uses the example of how Apple computers may be used to easily create media. A product may be positioned by who can or is supposed to use it. Many automotive tools, for example, are labeled professional only. How a product fits in its category can also be a method of positioning. For example, mayonnaise is the genuine article, while Miracle Whip has lower calories and a different and perhaps better taste. The opposition of a product can also set apart a product in the minds of the consumers. DHL and FedEx primarily compete against each other. This allows both overnight carriers to position their goods and services accordingly. The automobile manufacturer Ferrari states that the performance, uniqueness, and status of their vehicles makes their cost-value ratio an excellent deal. The world's cheapest car, the Tata Nano, similarly declares that their product is an excellent buy due to its low price, despite the fact that it is a bare-bones vehicle. That is how businesses use the cost-value proportion to position their products.
While positioning is only one element of the marketing process, it is significant that a firm can use positioning to form a favorable impression of their product or service in the minds of consumers, and thereby potentially increase market share and profit.
Thank you for viewing this presentation. This is my works cited in MLA format, and thanks again for watching.